Thokozani. I am Pobadimu and I welcome you to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about Ubizo, the calling, or rather a calling. So Ubizo is a very sensitive time to go through, especially when it comes to spirituality. People often have this concept ukuthi masithi unobizo, maso uthwasile usukuqedile ubizo lwakho. And that is not it, unfortunately. And that is why today we find so many people bathwasile and are stagnant post ukuthwasa, because ukuthwasa, it's for you to go get training, uyoqeqeshwa ngokwenyama, to get physical training, to get grounded, ukufundiswa ukuthi this is how you handle. But most of the work that is between wena nedlozi lakho happens post iphehlo, and that's what we call a spiritual journey. Ma uyothwasa, it's like uye garage uyothenga umphako, uyorefuela, uyothola oil, uthole petrol, uthole yonke into oyidingayo, ugcwalise izinto emotweni, and then as soon as starta, that is when you start your journey. And your journey is a very long one. So now people will often think ukuthi masengithwasile ngiqedile, or it's not, because masowuqedile ukuthwasa, that is when sowuqala your spiritual journey. You understand that? Mawungakathwasi usalindele ukuthwasa, usuke ulindele ukusabela ubizo lwakho. Masowusabelile, then you get trained for that particular path you've been called for. It can be ubungoma, it can be this, it can be that, it can be that. So you need to understand that ubizo, you need to take it seriously, because ipath yakho oyithathayo yiyo ezohlela your journey. And all these things also zithola egarage ekuthwaseni, those are things that will equip you for the journey ahead, and they will make sure that you are grounded in your spirituality, because post ukuthwasa, post all these things, you go through so many phases, where people lose themselves. Some people go through mental breakdowns, some people lose their lives, suicidal attempts, all these things. Abanye, they lose their assets, all these things they have accumulated. And it's not because of usuge uloyo, but that's time ukuthi idlozi lakho strips you naked, literally usale ungena niksi. Likufuna unjalo nje idlozi lakho, for you to be able to go into your to heed calling to your path, basically sober minded. It strips you naked. I normally say idlozi tears you apart or breaks you, or this journey breaks you to pull you back together, and you pick up the pieces along the way. And it's unfortunate that some people never make it out of this phase, Ubizo, because it breaks you emotionally, spiritually, mentally. All these aspects are broken off you, whereby you get to a helpless state. And then uyothwasa, uthole ukuthi ekuthwaseni nakhona you experience 1 2 3, ukuthwasa logo breaks you as a person. And then post ukuthwasa, people don't heal. That is why I always say that after mawuqeda ukuthwasa, take something, let's look at it like a gap year, and figure yourself out, and figure all these things before you can start ijeni yakho, because ijeni yakho iqala uma usuqedile ukuthwasa. So all these things that utrainwa zona ephehlweni do not fully, equip you for what lies ahead, because as spirituality evolves, so does idlozi lakho. And on the way, you need to, at every pit stop, pick up pieces of yourself and find yourself. And if you're not strong enough, uyawa endleleni, and stay seated and not gather yourself up and find the courage to say, you know what, I need to continue. So it's a never-ending journey. But people become selfish and look at umpo and look at omunye umuntu, and then decide to jumpela endleleni yomunye umuntu ukuthi hayi ngizoyithola phambili indlela yami. And it does not work like that. Spirituality is deep, and I always say this, because masowuqedile ukuthwasa, indlela yakho isuke ibhekane nawe nedlozi lakho, and then idlozi lakho liyaqala ukukuthwasisa and train you. So people often overlook this and think just because ngiphuze ngaliphalaza, I have made it. After it's iphehlo, that is where you are one-on-one nedlozi lakho. Lizokutraina lona, liqeqeshe. Sometimes it's very hard, and you need to take take it as it comes, because you were preparing for this time uma usathwasa ephehlweni. So sometimes you'll dream usemanzini, sometimes you'll dream isn't this, dreams differ, and how it was like a train to differ. Sometimes it might not even be ngamaphupho, it might be visions, and that is when you need to start gathering yourself and pull yourself to yourself and start preparing yourself for this journey and equip yourself, so that is why some people today are very stagnant when it comes to izinto zabo zedloli. It's because solo umuntu wahlala igarage, waqeda wathela ipetrol, wadla yonke lento lena, wathenga umphako, umile akafuni ukuphuma egarage, ulokuthi hayi ngiliphuze ngaliphalaza ngisangoma, and you will be forever stuck there, because ukuthwasa it's not a solution to your problems, it's not a solution to your life. Ukuthwasa just means it's training. I don't know if I'm making sense. It's training for you to start your journey, and on your journey you heal others, and while healing others, you as a person also heal yourself. So those are the important aspects that we as people need to understand, or rather take account, and stop, I don't know, putting certain labels or certain things and making people balahlekelwe indlela. Because I often say that if I honestly had myself, I had someone like me who could explain such things, I think I would have understand a lot of things better, because people often speak of Ubizo bakuthuse and tell you ukuthi uzofa kusasa and all these scary things, and you lose focus as into why am I taking this journey. Indlela yomngoma is never easy, and it will never be easy, and you need to know why uyithatha and understand ukuthi ubizelwa yiphi path, because abanye they go bayothwasa pre I always say pre the calling itself. Umuntu uvela ube na this mentality ukuthi ngiyesi ngibizwa amadlozi, and then it takes next week ngiyothwasa. You do not wait for the calling itself, so calling is ngendlela to different people, but one thing I can tell is that a calling disrupts your life, because usuke so figure that particular place whereby nothing makes sense, nothing makes sense. And mangithi nothing makes sense, I'm not saying abantu who are afraid to face life and abantu abahlusha idlozi. It's spiritual. It is spiritual, and it will forever be spiritual. You need to, as a person, uqale usefe and know when to start and gather your things and get ready for ukuthwaseni. So ukuthwaseni, it's just to train your physical. Mabayokuthwasisa abayothwasisa idlozi lakho lina zonke ikhiya. All that you're gonna do mayokuthwaseni usuke uyotrainwa wena mpho uyoyenza zonke lezi zinto ezenzakayo, so that ukhona ukuthi manje ube separated kusefeke, so that you have taken part of your life, you understand? So there's nothing wrong with wanting to know and understand, especially when you think. So I often hear people saying, yo, hey Koko yazini, nginobizo. I ever say, awukakabizwa. Yes, unamadlozi, but awukakabizwa. Wait until your ancestors call you, because if uhamba prematurely, you come back and get stuck, and come back, because mayutasa, they'll give you equipment, but then the proof is in the pudding. Post iphehlo ukuthi what is going on ilendlela. That is why abanye bathwasa bathi bayandlulisa abantu banye, but kanti you need to understand such things as a person. There's so many aspects that come into ubungoma, or rather our African spirituality, into emayelana nathi, that we often overlook and want to generalize calling, or rather generalize Ubizo as ukuthwasa, ukufaka amabhayi, and think that you've made it once you've done that. Kanti it's not. Ukuthwasa is just step number 1 out of so many things that you need to go through as a person. So I think if once people need to understand ukuthi mangiyothwasa ngisuke ngiyozilungisela, ngiyoziprepare for lempilo engiyoyithatha, and nothing will help you more than accepting who you are post iphehlo, accepting into oyiyo. I had that problem for a very long time, trying to fit in, trying to be this person, up until I sat down with myself and was like, Mpho, it'll never be the same. Changile, khethile. it's time for you to go on ngale mpilo lena eyakho and understand ukuthi uhamba nabantu abadala, and it will never change. You understand? So I just hope that people can understand it, and we avoid people batwase because they feel this rush ukuthi niyotwasa. Ubiziwe, accept the calling, uhambe uyotwasa for the path that you've been called for, because most ubizo, you're not yet on a spiritual journey. Your spiritual journey starts after masotwasa, and then kuza zonke these elements, all these things that you need to rectify. So don't go uyotwasa and think ukuthi all my solutions lie there ekuthwaseni. Maybe a solution to your health, to your physical well-being, your mental well-being, maybe 80% of it, you understand, but not everything. It's just certain things. It's like, I hate using this comparison, but it's like about doctor. They go to varsity to get to train and do all these things, and then graduate, and then only after can we say ukuthi no usebenzile wayenza experience engaka kwayenzakala no keep izinyo lakabani. So that's the same thing, you understand? So it's important as umgoma to heal and forgive yourself at the same time, because through the phase of ubizo, the phase of disruption, a lot of people lose themselves and sometimes never find themselves, you know. So that's why I normally say take a gap here, you know, relax, find yourself, you know, forgive yourself, forgive everything that happened, forgive you, because people heal other people bane enga, you know, bese umuntu banethwasa ukhipheli enga ethwaseni, kanti zonke lezi zinto masobuyele emuva ziqale uma umuntu eqale ebizwa. You understand that? So I hope we will avoid a lot of things, you know, because when we know, we work better, and when we work better, we heal better, and when we heal other people's, nathi siyaphila singabalaphi. You understand? So that's just about it. So we need to understand that part of ukuthi uyabizwa uyathwasa bese only your spiritual journey begins. So don't think ukuthi just because ufake imfiso wayithwala inyongo uqedile, awukaqedi, usekuqaleni. It's like you still a crash, so you need to start this long journey, and along the way lizidlo zilikuhlola, ufuna amanzi, ufuna ini, liphinde lozichilela and go wherever. So that is nje just about it. So you need to be strong as a person on a serious note, and uthembe idlozi lakho, and trust yourself, and trust your instincts, and trust why you actually taking upon this calling, you know. Don't go into this with a business expectation or all of this, and because mawuya nama high expectation, that's why abanye abantu still suffer from depression post iphehlo, and that's why I say they never make it out of it. Kanti if umuntu sat down and started to understand themselves better, because once uyothwasa, you are never the same person, trust me. Physically, mentally, how you reason, how you see things, you are never the same person. You understand that? So don't live your whole life ume egaraji thinking you found your purpose. How will you know your purpose if you have not started your journey and went out there and started, you know, seeing ukuthi what was this all for? You understand that? So thank you so much for viewing my video. I am Thokozani.